Translator, Naoibo Studio. Editor, Naoibo Studio. If you could beat me, I would be very happy. Sichu Xiang suddenly smiled and narrowed her eyes. However, Ha-Sein, it is not easy to achieve that. I look forward to seeing your performance. Sichu Xiang carried her bow and arrows to her spot and Ha-Sein went to the other spot. 10 moving targets meant that 10 targets would randomly came from different locations. Whoever hit the effective area of the target first would gain a point. Different from a regular target in archery, these targets had no rings on them, but only the differentiation between effective area and non-effective area. An arrow on the non-effective area meant 0 point, and an arrow on the effective area meant 1 point. Ha-Sein tried his bow. They were both using 7.0 bows, so the bows could take a certain level of strength. Although Sichu Xiang was an evolver, she could not put more strength into it. Hence Sichu Xiang's advantage was only her speed of reaction. Can we start? Sichu Xiang also tried her bow out. Although she was an evolver, she did not dare to slack in front of someone like Ha-Sein. Yes, Ha-Sein nodded. Sichu Xiang started the system, and a countdown began. They both drew their bowstrings. Suddenly, a target in the shape of a human emerged from behind a wall. 2 arrows left the strings at the same time. Bang! The 2 arrows hit the neck area of the target, which was the effective area, almost at the same time. Ding! Sichu Xiang's scorekeeper rang. She gained a point because she hit the target first. A coach is a coach, said Sichu Xiang with content. Well done. You almost needed no time to react. Ha-Sein had spared no efforts. But Sichu Xiang was absolutely faster than him, which was something he could not make up for. Even among evolvers, Sichu Xiang was doing very well. You did pretty well already. Top of the unevolved for sure. Sichu Xiang meant what she said. It was only slightly slower than her. She had never seen this kind of speed among Black Hawk students. Sichu Xiang was even more satisfied with Ha-Sein after this round. He was also able to hit the target right in the neck, which showed that he was dexterous. I believe that there's no point for us to continue, decided Sichu Xiang. She had already tested his ability and thought it would be needless for them to continue competing as an evolver with him. She was not being fair in the first place. 9 rounds left. I believe I still haven't lost, Ha-Sein said with a smile. If they were both in the battlefield and Sichu Xiang were using a bow that could match her strength, Ha-Sein would not stand any chance. However, in a game like this, things were different. Sichu Xiang was only using a 7.0 practice bow, and all Ha-Sein was lacking was his reflex. Normally speaking, Ha-Sein would definitely lose because of this difference. In Ha-Sein's eyes, however, he believed he could still manage to win. Sure, let's continue then. Sichu Xiang was considering losing to Ha-Sein on purpose in the next round, otherwise Ha-Sein might end up with too bad a score to maintain his confidence. As the two were talking, the game was still on. Suddenly a fox-shaped target jumped up from the floor. All the targets appeared randomly in this game. Because Sichu Xiang needed less time to react, she could always hit the target first. Sichu Xiang shot her arrow with confidence and saw Ha-Sein shooting slightly slower than her. Although she was pleased with Ha-Sein's performance, Sichu Xiang believed that she had won. Just when her arrow was about to hit the target, Ha-Sein's arrow knocked hers away from the target and ended up hitting the target. Ding! As Sichu Xiang was dazed, Ha-Sein gained 1 point. 1:1 now, coach. It seems that I'm rather lucky. Ha-Sein smiled at Sichu Xiang. Is it luck? Sichu Xiang frowned. This kind of situation would happen when two archers were shooting at the same target. However, the probability of such circumstance was really low. Maybe it is luck. Sichu Xiang did not pay too much attention to this incident and prepared for the third round. After all, even she could not guarantee hitting the effective area of the target after knocking another arrow away. Soon, Sichu Xiang was shocked. She could not believe her eyes. 3 rounds in a row, Ha-Sein's arrow knocked hers away and hit the effective area of all the targets. Sichu Xiang thought it was incredible and widened her eyes. Did you do it on purpose? Quote. She was not questioning him, but confirming. If Ha-Sein could really accomplish this, his archery skills were simply beyond her imagination. Other than this, I could not think of any other method to win. Ha-Sein shrugged and said. He had already wasted too much time and would like to see his dear girlfriend as soon as possible. Hearing him admit doing it on purpose, Sichu Xiang asked the student. With complex emotions, how did you do that? Quote. It is rather easy. To knock your arrow away, the hardest part is to determine the trajectory of the arrows. Since we are aiming at the same target, it is easy to make a judgment, explained Ha-Sein casually. Maybe Black Hawk will have a monster as well, someone like Jing Jiwoo, thought Sichu Xiang to herself, gazing at Ha-Sein.